Fresh Arts International presents Fresh Talk, conversations about creativity in the 21st century. I'm Kathy Bird, Fresh Art producer. Early this year, I spoke with Papo Colo, a Puerto Rican-born artist who founded Exit Art, a significant nonprofit contemporary art space in New York City, with his partner, the late Jeanette Ingberman. Their work as a couple, as artists and activists, has made a tremendous impact on the contemporary art scene since 1982. This May, an exhibition and events in the space mark the closing of Exit Art, as Papo prepares for a new venture, an artist retreat in the Puerto Rican rainforest. I was here last week and saw your show and learned about the artist retreat, and I thought it would be really interesting, since it's still in process, to talk about.
Well, really it's a retreat, but it's a finishing school. During years that great interns come here because, you know, they're smart, they're political and social conscious, and they have great qualities. So I start asking, you know about Brazil? You know about Uruguay? You know about, the South? Nada. Blank. They don't know what language is speaking in Brazil. And Brazil is the biggest country in the Americas. I'm telling you bachelor's degree and master's degrees. I'm not telling you, a taxi driver. Well, nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
The idea come, we have this incredible program that we began about 3 or 4 years ago called Social and Environmental Aesthetics. It has been one of the most successful programs we ever did in 30 years. Because it's beyond the art world. Meaning that the artists are activists, are designers, are people who want to help other people in the environment and in social conscience and everything. So the public is an excellent public. They come, they ask, they stay, they want to be involved. It's not like the art world that they want to, it really is a market.
Yes.
Artists come to see if they show, to see if someone pick up or them a gallery, or they want to sell their stuff. Basically, the art world is a market. Mm-hmm. But this program is divine, and that aspect that is beyond the interest of the market. It's about humanity, really, and make it better humanity. And we always travel to the Caribbean for many years, and we find this incredible place by chance of destiny in El Yunque rainforest, which is the only rainforest on the United States Forest Service. And we find this incredible terrain that is the first property after the reserve. That means that the river in our patio is the river, the Holy Spirit River. And you can imagine to be in a virgin river, that you are the first who touch the river from the mountain. Priceless, right? And I want to do a foundation because, as you know, my girlfriend passed 6 months ago. And I want to put her in my name, about a school of the Americas and the environment. State. It's the School of the Americas because it's a parody. Because in reality, the first School of the Americas was in Panama,
right,
done by the CIA to train Latin American dictators like Pinochet, Noriega, all the graduates from the School of the Americas. But this is the opposite, School of the Americas.
This social environmental aesthetics project or series I know the print series that was just up included print specifically about the topic.
Yes, because everything that we do, every exhibition in 30 years, every portfolio, every activity that we have a specific purpose. Nothing is for granted.
Right.
And we decided to do this in order to raise funds, begin raising funds for the foundation on the rainforest.
How many people will be able to go at a time? How
6.
Many? Accommodating 6?
I want 24 students a year. You know, it's to show the soul of the Americas in an introduction. Mm-hmm. Just a finishing school introduction.
Just setting the stage for what they might do next.
Yes, setting the
More
stage.
like
Yes, setting the stage with no obligation, no rush. Just learn to contemplate life. And when you learn to contemplate life, you become more wise. This is my point. You know, we are going to close Exitar after 30 years. It was a love story. As a love story, everything has an end and a beginning. And I want to retire Exit and us in the top of our game and begin other. Every exit is an entrance. So I want to exit very nice to have a nice entrance.
Very good. What is your time frame?
In May, we're going to have a big show of 30 years of Exitar. I'm very happy with the journey because when you find love and work together, it's a unique experience.
And you had 30 years to create in this space. It was just
amazing. And also we live 24/7. I mean, it's a relationship, an intense relationship of intellectual sensibility and erotic sensuality all the time.
It's been very beautiful what you've been able to achieve. And when I was looking at all the prints and who all had made prints for the last 16 years, and seeing how many people that Exit Art has touched and influenced in their work that you've done. And there aren't that many spaces in the world that have given the opportunity for people to initiate and activate social change through a venue. I think Exit Art has been very unique in that regard.
I think that art is always for social change. Even if you produce a decorative art, you always marking the time frame that you live. I think that the artists always mark the social change. The social change is a phenomenon of the human experience. And our job as artists, poets, writers, painters, is to reflect that phenomenon that is inherent in us. You know, we are really reporters of culture. We read the culture and we put it in our mediums, in our exhibitions, in our ideas. So I don't think that there is art and there is political art and there is social art. I think that the three are together.
It all flows together.
Yes,
it's inseparable.
Yes. That's my experience. People will disagree, but my experience for 40 years, I grew up as an artist. My father was a prize fighter in Puerto Rico, and you know, prize fighters in Puerto Rico are like rock stars. And he has this bar, he retired, and he put this bar. And the front of the bar, across the street, the first TV station of the island that was there, you know, came in 1954. I remember it because I was like 8 years old. So I grew up in a bar full of artists, in a TV station, and in the Jesuit priest 2 blocks away. All this in an environment in front of a beach, of course, in Puerto Rico. So my childhood was a fantasy of artistic proportions. I don't believe in tribalism. I don't believe to stay in one culture. I am fascinated by other cultures. Yeah, this is my next step, because I'm founding, after Exitar, I'm founding Trickster Theater. And
I read about that.
Yeah. And I'm buying a bus, a 50-foot bus, and I'm going to the communities to bring experimental theater to the different communities. And we're going to have what is called a studio theater, in which the theater itself is going to produce art, using the experience I have for 30 years to create new alternatives about cultures, about performance and music and multi-language, polyglots. There is a whole gold mine. New York City is a gold mine in the diaspora. That itself, the diaspora itself, is a culture. It's an alternative culture.
Absolutely.
Life is a communal experience for me. Even I don't believe in that kind of individuality. Even the painter that is in the corner at Jan and the studio painting, he needs the community to see the painting. There is not individuality without the collective and vice versa. So this is the fun of life. The beauty of having an artistic life and a creative life is that you are always open and you are always going away and coming back. Exit and entrances, always.
So the philosophy that centers your life is that sense of community.
Yes. Maybe because I don't have a family, I don't have kids. But I have like 400 kids.
Because of all the people.
Yeah, from all different races and all different things. And that's how we feel about it. Because we show a lot of young artists also through all our history. Some of them become famous, some of them don't. That's life. Clara luna, que te miro con suspiros, con sonidos. Noche bruma.
You've been listening to Fresh Talk with Papo Colo. Read more about Papo and hear other podcasts in this series on freshartinternational.com.